Here we are for another episode of Parenting Paused. So glad that you come and join me each week just to hear some of my pearls of wisdom that I have discovered over my years of parenting. My daughter's 22 years old now, and so I like to say I'm a little bit on the back end. When I was in the middle of the action, I started Purejoy probably when she was 5 or 6, and I really didn't know how everything was going to turn out. I mean, it was a really intense time for me. My daughter was expressing a lot of rage. I was triggered into a lot of rage, and I was really working very, very hard and deeply to find my way. And even though I had confidence that things were, moving the way I needed them to move, I didn't know how things were going to turn out. Now, that was the hardest thing of all, looking forward, because everybody was like, well, what's your daughter doing? What are you doing? I mean, how's she going to turn out if you parent her this way? I mean, you need more structure, you need more boundaries, you need more this, you need more that. I had a lot of people giving me a lot of opinions. And yet I was pretty determined, because I am a determined being, to do it my way. And my way was finding my way back to my heart, back to my inner wisdom and my knowing. So that is what I do in Pure Joy. I support you in moving through all of the conditioning, and it is not easy. It's really hard, uh, looking through the conditioning and trying to go backwards in a way, back toward our knowing and our wisdom. And that's what we really support in Pure Joy. As I say, I work to create environments for parents, just like I work to create an environment for my daughter to be able to express her brilliance in the world. Now, I just got a birthday card from my daughter, and it was so beautiful when she said to me, Mom, thank you for teaching me to be true to myself. Now, this was the best card you could ever get in your life, or I could ever get in my life, because this was exactly what I wanted to give my daughter. I was so determined for her to find a way to be true to herself. Now, what this required was me being true to myself, and I didn't have a great template on how to do that. I had a great template on how to be true to the culture, how to be true to my parents, how to be true to the conditioning. But it took a lot of work and a lot of kindness to actually come back and be true to myself. And once I was able to do that, then I was pretty darn clear that that was what I wanted to create for my daughter. And it wasn't easy. I want to tell you now, because oftentimes her being true to herself went against what I thought was being true to me. And there were so many times where I really wanted her to be true to me and my high values and not be true to hers, because it was really uncomfortable to have that healthy separation and to recognize that my daughter was different. My daughter had her own path. She has her own GPS, as I say, right? She came with her own journey intact. Now, the more that I was able to do that for myself, the more that I was able to trust myself and trust my knowing, especially in parenting. And that meant I had to swim upstream a bit. And that might be true for you too, because a lot of people are going to feel uncomfortable, right? If you parent from your truth, if you go into your wisdom and it's different than the cultures, be ready. People are going to feel discomfort, and they are going to express that discomfort, often in the form of judgment of you. Now, if that judgment comes in and it triggers your discomfort, then you will know the work is to go inside and to really ask yourself, can I be true to myself? And to be true to myself, what am I willing to let go of? Now, this is my ultimate question that I ask these days. What am I willing to let go of so that I can come back and be true to me and my wisdom? And that often means I have to let go of being liked or being loved or being seen as good or people approving of me. And those are really, really hard things to let go of. And yet, every time I do, I return back to the depth of my being, the wisdom in my being. And then I get to support my daughter to be true to herself. Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Purejoy message out. Come on over to the Purejoy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Purejoy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Purejoy work.